Carolina, the home of the Hornets. We're broadcasting live from the Spectrum Center. Alongside Greg Anthony and Steve Smith with David Aldridge on the sideline, this is Kevin Harlan. Right now, the Hornets are back in town for just one game and looking to play well for their home fans. They've been playing very well lately. It's been 4 wins for them in their last 5 games.
And checking out Charlotte, here's a team that some people doubted coming into the season. Obviously heard all the chatter, banded together, and now they've strung together some great wins.
It's fun to watch. The guys are enthusiastic. The coach, the fans, they all just want to keep rolling.
And as we get into the meat of the NBA season, wear and tear starting to factor in for rotation players. So just how hard can playing 36 minutes a night, every game be in a body?
Yeah, you know, it's a lot of wear and tear, and a lot of times you get a chance to see it at the end of the season in the playoffs. So if you can keep some of these star players and all players around 36, 35, 34, and then let them play a little bit longer in playoffs, that's what you're trying to do as a coaching staff.
I'm looking back here. You played almost 40 minutes a game back in the late 90s.
Wow. That's why I'm sitting here right next to you right now, Kevin.
Yeah, that's right. And now the opening lineup for Detroit. They've got JaVale McGee, Conley out there with Iman Shumpert. Then there's Harris, and it's Kent in at the 4. You know, Stephen, I think of Stan Van Gundy, I think of versatile, because we all know he's the head coach of the Detroit Pistons, but he's in a lot on his plate.
Yeah, he does. I mean, when you start to look at it, he's wearing 2 hats. And one thing, he's doing a good job trying to run his organization from a management standpoint and also from a coach's standpoint. So far, so good for Stan.
The Hornets shooting their first free throw attempt on the night.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
One shot, gentlemen.
Free throw good, Jordan. And the bad boy Pistons, perhaps the greatest group this franchise has put together and also one of the most memorable in the history of the NBA. Smitty, you played against some of those guys. What was that like?
Well, first of all, Kevin, I got a chance to grow up in Detroit, watching these guys, being around them, being able to practice. I mean, they were a total tight group. They had some great characters in Lambert and Rodman and Sally and Dumars and Isaiah. Extremely hard, and obviously the style of play was defense, rebound, and put you on your butt.
The Hornets on offense. Their last game, a win against Boston, looking to carry it into this one.
And look, it's always tough to win on the road. You've got to go in with the right mindset, and they did.
They were the aggressors that night, relentless in their approach, especially scoring the basketball.
Zeller dishes to Batum, so Charlotte calls timeout. They're first. First quarter, about a minute and a half in. They set the pick. Detroit with the rebound. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
And for the most part, I really felt like they were just locked in and really aggressive.
Well, we know those guys can score, but that night, it was the execution, the ability to finish plays. It was next level.
Here's Jordan after the made shot from Iman Shumpert. And Jordan gets it to go.
Heating up early on. This is exactly how he wanted to start the night.
Well, he has the ability to get you off on the right foot. Now it's just about sustaining it.
Now here's Conley. He had 13 points in the win against Phoenix.
He also was very good distributing the basketball, keeping guys involved and engaged all night.
Shumpert against Jordan. 5 to shoot. And it's out of bounds. The Pistons able to retain possession here.
let's check out some stats for McGee. How his last 10 games have gone. He's getting around 8 points a game, 9 rebounds, and just over 2 blocks. And he knows how to use that big body to control the paint.
He's a to get that look in his eye, just get out of his way.
And Mike Conley at 6'1", not the biggest guy on the floor, not the heaviest guard you're going to go against, but he does compete at the defensive end well.
The reason why, Kevin, he's tough, he's mobile, and he has quick hands for steals. His frame isn't an issue for him.
Now here is Harris, coming off a solid outing against Phoenix. They get a hand on it, and stolen by Jordan. And Batum kicks to Jordan. Walker with a clean look. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan. Walker's got his first 3 points of the game.
And he's kind of always had that shoot-first mentality for a point guard. And when you can shoot it like Walker, it's not necessarily a bad thing.
Now here is McGee. He's coming off a 13-point game against Phoenix.
And his defense was absolutely outstanding, especially his 2 blocks, which helped turn the game.
Charlotte leading by 4. Here's Walker. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
He's looking confident right from the opening tip.
Detroit's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
There's 1:17 left in the first. McGee's shot is off. Charlotte's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Here's Jordan, and it's blocked.
With Shumpert's athleticism, he can bother the shooter.
And there's the feed to Conley. In the corner, it's Harris. Back to Conley. The Pistons working the ball around now. Pass to Shumpert. 6 on the shot clock. To stop the drought. And it's Michael Conley with a 3. Conley's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Jordan against Shumpert. And here's Walker outside. Again, the miss by Walker.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. And it's Conley penetrating. Shumpert gets a wide open look. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Shumpert's got 5 now.
You're right. Nice work by Shumpert. Uses the screen to carve out some separation.
Kaminsky kicks to Jordan. Drops one in from the wing.
This is what it means to be a catalyst. His offense helps set the tone for a lot of what they do.
Pass to Kent. 3-pointer. Another 3 for Detroit.
You can't afford to leave one of Conley's teammates wide open. He will make you pay.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Pistons lead by 1. We'll be neither team able to build much of it. So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Zeller, he's checked in for Frank Kaminsky. Jordan comes in for Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. Josh Richardson's checked in for Monk. And Walker subbed in for Malcolm Brogdon. On the floor for Detroit, they've got him on Shumpert. JaVale McGee is out there with Conley. And it's Galloway in at the 2-guard spot. And that was a terrific look at that ankle-breaking play presented by Under Armour. Another Unleash Chaos moment. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Mr. Incredible in their last matchup against the Celtics was superb. He scored 32 points and was his usual dominant self on the glass. His numbers were off the charts. He was unguardable, and he knew it, and he took advantage of it. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks, David, for another reminder of just what an unbelievable performance that was.
One that everyone's still talking about tonight. He dominated that game in just about every way possible.
I'm so excited. I can't wait to see what he's got in store for us tonight. Maybe he tops himself again. I think he just might do it.
Here's Kent. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet. Conley's got 3 assists now in this one.
Yeah, and Conley just makes the game fun. Able to shoot, but focused on also facilitating for teammates.
And 3 from Jordan. In it goes for the 5th time, and 10 shots for him this game.
And they've done a great job knocking down those long-range shots here in the second, shooting just over 40% from downtown.
Dishes it to Galloway. Outside Conley. McGee sets the pick for Conley. Goes up to the stripe. Goes back up. Shot is good, and the Charlotte lead is cut down to just 2 points on the bucket from McGee.
How about the perseverance there, the extra effort on that offensive glass?
Jordan against Shumpert. Picked off in midair. And here we go. Shumpert running it up the court. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It goes on Cody Zeller.
You know, Shumpert can handle the basketball, and he's athletic. Surprisingly, he doesn't go to the rack more often.
And the second free throw, good. 19 seconds left in the first half. Here's Zeller. McGee with the block. Shumpert with it. He's got 6. No one near Conley as he lets it go. And the 3 ball is good. Conley's got the lead up to 2 now for the Pistons. And we're through the first half of basketball here, and what's been a good one. The Pistons on top, up by 2. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Coach Clifford. What was the biggest problem for your guys in the first half?
Well, you know what? We're a defensive team first, and we've been good defensively. We've been organized. We weren't that in that first half, and that's what we got to concentrate to get the game going back our way.
See if you revert back to your form in the second half. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway. And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters. And Mr. Incredible has been sensational.
And let's see what the defense counters with to try and control him here in the second half.
Well, you like to run more doubles at him, but the risk there opens up things for everybody else.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. And Charlotte looking at who they've got. Kemba Walker is out there with Jordan. Then there's Batum. Then it's Kaminsky. And it's Zeller in at the 4 spot. Well, and Steve, you were known for ball handling at 6'7". It seems like we're seeing more and more big players with that kind of skills. Antetokounmpo, Ben Simmons in Philadelphia as he begins to come back in his rehab. Of course, LeBron James. Why do you think that's the case? The taller guys handling the ball and with great success.
You know, Kevin, I think it's because now guys are not in the box. I don't think you have positions. It's positionless basketball. And guys want to be able to dribble the basketball, shoot the basketball, and they work on their game. I know kind of in my era, the big guys just stay in the paint. The guards handled the basketball. And then kind of the 2 and the 3 were the only guys that did a lot of different things. But I think right now, guys are learning the game from such a young age to be able to do it all, and that's the reason why we're seeing more triple-doubles.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Fellas, Al-Farouq Aminu has established himself as a great defensive player, and he wants that recognition. He said, my goal every year is to be Defensive Player of the Year. I want to guard 1 through 4 and even 5 sometimes. I want it to be known that I'm a great defender, and I want the league to recognize.
Continues to prove his worth on the defensive end. His length and quickness certainly hard to deal with. 4 on the shot clock. Conley for 3. They get it back. McGee banked in off the glass. McGee's got it all tied up now for the Pistons.
And they get one. Now 1 of 5 here in the third.
Here's Jordan. Second chance shot. That shot missing. Shumpert with some nice D. Detroit's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12. Harris drives in, and he gets the bucket. Harris has got his first points of the night.
And no doubt both teams competing at a high level, but the consistency has been lacking here. Another lead change.
I like to fight in these clubs. Neither side willing to give an inch. We'll see how it turns out.
Jordan with the bucket. Jordan's got 6 here in this quarter.
Yeah, the onslaught continues. He's been unstoppable now for a couple of nights.
The momentum is building, scoring in a bunch of ways. That's why his number keeps getting called.
And Amon Shumpert, known on this team for his boisterous personality, and he makes a statement with his hair too, doesn't he, Steve?
Yeah, sometimes the high top fade, some other hairstyles, I'm not sure what we can really call them. Kevin, do you want to try out some of those looks?
No, thanks, Smitty. Catching up on the changes for Charlotte. Michael Kidd-Gilchrist is checked in for Frank Kaminsky. Monk comes in for Nicholas Batum. And Malcolm Brogdon subbed in for Walker.
Can't convert, but a good opportunity from mid-range. He'll take that every time.
Here's Jordan. Here's Zeller. And the rejection by Marjanovic. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Jackson kicks to Harris. From 12 feet out. Misses off the left iron.
And that was an easy one there, just a missed opportunity.
If you give it to him, he'll take that shot every time down the floor. I'm sure he's kicking himself. We will talk about feed the hot hand. That's what they're doing this quarter, which is why they've been able to maintain momentum.
Inside, Kennard. Basket is good. The assist from Harris.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
Charlotte calls timeout. Last time they met was right here, and they came out with the win. Charlotte leading by 6. And on the floor for Detroit here in the fourth. Johnson and Harris are at the forward spots. Then there's Jackson, and it's Kent in at the center, locking down the middle.
Yeah, how about that one? Able to maintain control and finish the play.
So it's Detroit now. They trail by 9 points. They'll be off to Boston for a meeting with the Celtics after this one. That'll be game 2 of 4 straight on the road. Back to Galloway. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Here's Jordan. Another shot. It's hauled in by Harris.
I appreciate the attack mindset, but with the defense tracking him down, it was probably better to kick that one out.
There's the screen. Jackson kicks to Johnson. And Jordan sends it back.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Johnson, the pass to Galloway. And there's the foul. It goes on Mr. Incredible. That is his first foul of the game. A different look here for Detroit. JaVale McGee comes in for Stanley Johnson. And it's Conley in for Jackson. Galloway kicks to Conley. Off target from outside. Hornets leading by 7. Left side, Kidd-Gilchrist. He drains the quick shot.
You get a chance to see the elite court vision there. Excellent pass.
Galloway kicks to Conley. Batum against Harris. And he got the whistle, so he'll have a three-point play opportunity.
An all-around handful to deal with. Tobias with the strong move for the potential +1.
Amon Shumpert's checked in for Langston Galloway. Charlotte has gone 6 of 12 from outside, a very nice 50% mark, shooting the 3-ball well. Walker dishes to Jordan. So he gets the whistle, contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. Free throw good, Jordan. And so he makes both from the line.
Taking advantage at the charity stripe like he always does. Terrific touch.
Pistons trail by 8. Here's Shumpert. And that one falls coming off Conley's feed. Conley's got 4 assists now tonight.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
The shot by Kaminsky. Nobody around. Bangs home the trifecta. Kaminsky's got the lead up to 9 now for the Hornets. The Pistons have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Harris a screen on Jordan. And Shumpert kicks to Harris. There's the dish to McGee. Whistle on the play. Bucket's good. He'll go to the line.
Getting better at facilitating for others. Tobias Harris with the pass that sets up the score.
Cody Zeller's checked in for Charlotte. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. And he's on his way to the free throw line.
What a play there. The hoop plus the harm.
Free throw good, Jordan. Pistons trail by 9. McGee a screen. Shumpert against Jordan. And there's the foul. It goes on Mr. Incredible. That's foul number 2 for him.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. Kaminsky with the double team. Just 5 to shoot. Batum against Harris. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Well, the league has long had a rookie orientation program. People rave about it. It continues to develop and evolve. More recently, Steve, they've created a program for players transitioning to retirement. This is an outstanding idea. What's important with that in your eyes?
I'm glad you brought that up, Kevin. I think the rookie orientation should even start even earlier. I think it should start at the college level. Not saying that everybody's going to make it to the NBA, but it helps you what they give you just in the game of life. And then transitioning to retirement, I think it should be the first day you sign that NBA contract, the transition should start, because it could end with an injury. And obviously we know even if you play a lengthy career, in 10 or 12 years is over.
Like if you were going to talk to a young player and if the player said, Steve, give me one thing that I need to remember as I go through my career and then it ends, what's the one piece of advice you would feed to a young player about what's going to be at the end of this journey?
Well, I think, first of all, there's a couple things, Kevin, and I have to answer. First, you got to keep your value system. Second, financially, you got to understand is make it simple as possible. You're not going to be able to live on the same type of salary for the rest of your life. So if you have a contract, say $20 million, in a simple way, divide that up for like 50 years, because that's how much you're going to need to be able to live off on.
.127 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Left side, Shumpert. McGee a screen. And Shumpert kicks to Conley. Good on the three-point shot.
Good look by Shumpert, right on the money.
They can take their time on this possession.
It wouldn't be a bad idea. Just give themselves a little bit of a break.
Jordan the pass to Walker. Zeller dishes to Jordan. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. And it's going to go on Iman Shumpert. There's 53 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. To the paint. Here's Conley. Walker with some nice D.
No hesitation. He took it right to the rack. But a quick reaction by the defense.
And plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. The first one falls. And some changes here for the Hornets. Al-Farouq Aminu. He's checked in for Frank Kaminsky. Josh Richardson comes in for Nicholas Batum. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Walker. So Jordan nails both of them. There's 37 seconds left in the fourth quarter. There's a screen by Marjanovic. He's off on the first. And the Pistons making a change here. Johnson's checked in. And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time. The drive by Jordan. Drops in the layup for 2. Jordan's got 39.
And how much longer are they going to keep that foot on the accelerator?
Well, this is less about winning the game now and more about making a bold statement.
To the inside. And that one drops.
Assertive in the painted area. This is what every coach preaches.
And slam dunk by Jordan.
And they've earned this one, showing an ability to dominate in front of their home crowd.
You know, you feel on top of the world when it happens as a player, just the relationship you have with the fans.
And so it's the Hornets taking care of business in this one. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor, completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester, and that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much. Now, you led the charge with that fourth quarter. How did you take control of this game and get your team to win?
I'll let you in on a secret, D.A. I had the game in control the whole time. It makes for better drama when you let the other team think they have a chance. I mean, that's just storytelling 101. And I know all about drama. I do a little bit of acting. You know what I'm saying? Seriously, anyone who is close to me, they'll back me up by saying, yeah, he's nothing but drama.
But that's not what it says on the back of your jersey. Congrats on the win. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you next time.